on Broadway, there were nights where tickets were only sold to people who identified as black. Are you going to do that in the West End?
I'm so excited to, yeah.
You are?
Yeah. I mean, I think that one of the things that we have to remember is that people have to be radically invited into a space to know that they belong there. And in most of our country, in most places in the West, poor people and black people have been told that they do not belong inside of the theater. In America, Jim Crow existed to literally tell them that they could not sit in the same theater as white people. And so for me, as someone who wants and yearns for black and brown people to be in the theater, who comes from a working class environment, and so wants like people who do not make, over six figures a year to feel like theater is a place for them, it is a necessity to radically invite them in with initiatives that say you're invited, specifically you.
Right. And if the price of that is saying to people who are, just because they're white, you can't come, you're not allowed in this space, does that make you uncomfortable?
Well, no one's saying, listen, there are a litany of places in our country, in all of our countries, that are generally inhabited by only white people. And no one has questions about that. And no one is saying that by inviting black audiences here, you are uninvited. The idea of a blackout night is to say, this is a night that we are specifically inviting black people to fill up the space, to feel safe with a lot of other black people in a place where they often do not feel safe.
Okay, and does it play differently? Does the theatre feel different?
100%. It feels...
In what way? Explain.
I think that, we all... Let's not act as though we do not know that culturally, black audiences and white audiences respond to things differently.
I can't get down with this. I really, really can't. See, it has a certain whiff of I am all for encouraging people that may not usually go to the theatre, in this instance, according to him, black people, to go to the theatre to expand their horizons, but sowing division, as far as I'm concerned, is not the way to do it. So this guy's entire spiel, as I understand it, is creating a space where black people feel safe from the white gaze. Safe from what exactly? You live in the West in your daily life. You live amongst people from all parts of the world, white people included, because shock, horror, we are in England, and in England there are Caucasians everywhere because this is where they come from. Does that mean that when you go about your daily life, Monday through to Sunday, you are constantly feeling unsafe, having to interact with white people? Are you constantly shivering in your boots when you jump on the bus, when you go into a restaurant, when you go into a bar, a pub? Are you just constantly scared because the white people are everywhere? Like the fact that he is saying that these spaces are for black people because when a bunch of black people get together, we all feel safe. Again, that is BS, because I don't know these people. Just because we have the same skin color or different or similar tones in our skin does not suddenly make me feel like, oh yeah, I have to hold these people in solidarity and I'm safe here. I don't know these people. Your color has nothing to do with whether you're a good person, a bad person, some kind of freak. I do not know. So to imply that we all come together and suddenly feel safe because there's no white people and it's just all black people, as though all of us have the same lived experiences, is rubbish. I'm a black person. I love to go to the theatre. Nothing has ever stopped me from going to the theatre. No one has ever stopped me from going to the theatre. I go to the theatre, sit with a bunch of people from all parts of the world, and I enjoy the experience. Now, I know that we don't all have the same lived experience, but this person is specifically talking for black people, and we don't all have the same experiences. And to insinuate that, we are unwelcome in these spaces, I don't understand where this is coming. I'm baffled. I'm baffled. I'm not gonna lie and pretend like I don't understand to a certain extent where he is coming from with this thinking. The idea is that there are certain subjects that are so sensitive that you just do not feel comfortable having these discussions around people that are not of the same race as you. So creating a space where Black people can feel comfortable away from the white gaze is a space that people feel safe to talk and to express themselves without the worry that there's someone there that is not, I guess, aligned with their way of thinking. But again, we do not all have the same lived experiences. And I feel like if we are a society that is trying to encourage unity rather than division, then we should be able to feel comfortable in spaces where we can have educational debates and civil conversations with people from all parts of the world, so we can all understand how everyone functions, how things may impact us that they may not understand. But to create division, I just can't get down with anything that comes across as divisive. I am all for unity, I am all for peace, I am all for living in a society where we are just human beings and we recognize our differences and respect those differences, but we don't use those differences as excuses to misbehave and to act in a certain way. Like, can't we all just get along? I mean, I know it's easier said than done and there are bigger issues, but in this instance, I can't get down with this. But what do you guys think of these blackout nights? Please leave a comment below and let me know without being rude or racist or whatever the case may be. Just have healthy discussions as adults. Please leave a comment below and let me know. And as always, thank you for taking the time to listen to me talk. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and please come back and watch some more of my videos. Have a lovely rest of your day. Mwah.